Hi there, I'm Trent Devlin, a personal trainer, just here with pulsedup.com, sharing some of my fitness tips and techniques and a little bit about my experience. Not so much interested in health, but when I was a kid, I was very much interested in sports. So I was captain of my school cricket team, basketball, football team. I also used to help coach my basketball team because obviously teaching shortages and things like that. But yeah, health itself, as a kid growing up in East London, you don't really think about what you eat. You just think about running around a lot. So yeah, I've always been interested in fitness and sport, but health has come sort of later on in life. At the moment, I do T-zone workouts. They are sort of short compressed workouts based around interval training, circuit training, bodyweight resistance training. I cram them together into about 35 minutes. It's all about getting your heart rate up as high as possible, keeping it there for as long as possible, getting a proper decent sweat on, and yeah, I use that to keep in shape. So I train every day, but I only train for about 40 minutes a day. That's maximum. That includes my warm-ups, my stretches and everything. Well, my main motivation is that about 10 years ago I was on holiday in New Zealand and I was with a friend. We were camping by a river and I had a picture taken with me just in shorts, and when it was developed I looked at this skeletal bag of bones human being and was really shocked. I looked at it and thought, how could I let myself get into that sort of state? When was the last time I didn't look like that? And yeah, it motivated me to just sort of like get healthy. So I started living a bit more healthily, I started working out, and because I had a background in some fitness and sport anyway, I found it difficult at first, but then sort of got myself back into shape. So my motivation is mainly built on the disappointment that I felt seeing how bad I looked like 10 years ago. For about, let me see, 2006 was when I first started taking on clients. And it was obviously for my fitness journey, which took me from about 2003, and I got into shape, and I was like, wow, this is possible to do. People started asking for me for advice, and then somebody actually said to me, why don't you actually do this properly? Are you straight? And I said no. So then I looked at it. I got a few courses under my belt. Initially went onto the Register of Exercise Professionals, which is an industry standard, and then started taking on clients, and mainly for referrals. I didn't advertise. I wasn't running around in train with Trent Devlin t-shirts everywhere. Even though I'm wearing one now though. But so it was all word of mouth, and it went from person to person, and it built up quite quickly. And it was a case of at the height of it, I was guaranteeing people, I will change your body shape within 3 months. That's it, or your money back. No one's taken their money back so far, so I'm I'm happy there. And yeah, so I've been doing that since 2006. Yeah. And now I'm moving more. When I started, it was a lot of gym-based work because that's what I knew, because that's what got me into shape. But then obviously as my knowledge expanded, moving out of the gyms now completely and utterly for gym-free for 4 or 5 years now, and managed to maintain muscle mass. Like the only thing I miss is sort of deadlifts, but you can do deadlifts every now and again. So yeah, I've been a personal trainer since 2006 and still ongoing, still training some people. Introducing them to the T-zone workouts now, which is getting mixed feedback. During it, people are hating me. Afterwards, they're loving me, so it's all good, yeah. Okay, do something every day. Okay, that's one of the things I have to say to everybody. Do something every day. Get that heart rate working every single day. It doesn't have to be the same thing. It doesn't have to be going to the gym. It doesn't have to be going on long runs. As long as you're getting that heart rate up for half an hour to an hour a day, you're going to get some healthy benefits. Know what you're eating. Okay, that's one of the keys as well. You can eat junk, but just know it's junk. Do you know what I mean? Don't just be like, oh, I don't know why I'm getting fat as you're shoving burgers in your face. Just know what you're eating. Try and go healthy if you can, but ultimately don't restrict yourself from everything, because when you go on a restricted diet, next thing you know, you're going to have a crash and you'll just scoff loads of chocolate. Then I'd say know what you're doing. Okay. One of the keys of staying fit and healthy is knowing what exercises you're doing. Don't do them with bad form because you're going to damage yourself. Don't train when you've got a cold. I know so many people that go, oh, I'll run it off. No, sometimes your body actually knows a little bit better than you. So know what you're doing and have a plan. That's one of the key things as well. Have a plan. If you're just going out, so you see people go to the gym, they walk around, they don't know what they're going to do. Or you'll see people in the park and they'll just sort of like do a little bit of stretching, a little bit of running, stop, start. Have a plan, stick to it. Yeah, I'd say those are sort of like the key tips. I think it was 3, maybe 4 there.